Hello, insiders! Newsflash time. This is a short newsflash, and I only have one item, so we can bang through this. This is about stories in the subfeed. I actually recorded this a couple of times, and I keep getting it wrong, so I'm going to read from the exact facts directly from the stories team and the subs team. So number one, remember we talked about this experiment that we were running where we were showing like different kinds of story treatments in the subs feed? Well, what we heard from viewers and creators is that having both stories and channels in the top row was kind of confusing, and that viewers wanted to see more stories from their subscriptions. So back in February, we announced that we were experimenting with this dedicated story section on the subs feed. The results are in. The data is here, and drum roll, we have seen positive viewer feedback for this design. So people seem to like this story section. They like that the top row is easier to use when it's not split between giving access to stories and giving access to channels. The dedicated section for stories makes it easier to catch up on stories from subscribed channels. Makes sense. Here's a screenshot of the avatar row and the thumbnail section. The top row in the subs feed will remain an entry point to channels you're subscribed to. And then stories will be further down the subs feed in a dedicated section. So it's like surf and turf, you get both. And our metrics show that this has benefits for the creators, including an increase in stories viewership, which means more distribution for your stories if you have access to that feature, and an increase in the number of users engaging with the subscriptions feed, which is an improvement for all creators. And you'll see this new design for stories in your subs feed as we roll this out in the coming weeks. So that is the news flash for this week. All right, so last week's movie quote was from The Lion King, and the winner, I think this channel has won like multiple times in a row. One List, One Life. Super cool channel.